What's up, everybody? Love Juju12 Talks Hoops is coming to you live. I think y'all are watching 1v1 Unrivaled, so I'm just up here and watching with somebody. Watching it alone too long, so let's see. How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in, say hello to your favorite podcaster, Juju. Everybody loves Juju12. Who y'all got, Boston or Edwards? We're looking at Unrivaled 1v1 right now. That's what I'm talking about. Unrivaled 1v1. We got Boston and Edwards, two bigs, going 1v1 right now. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Dang, Boston got 6 points to Edwards on 0. I wouldn't have predicted that. I knew Elbows would probably try to body her, but dang. What up? What up, Jay? Glad you came up. Thought I was gonna be talking to myself for a little bit. I'm looking at 1v1 right now. I'm a little shocked with Aaliyah's lead on Aaliyah right now, but I shouldn't be that shocked. Oh, come on, Edwards. Got her in the arm. They didn't call it. It's cool. What we doing? You got to play her. She want that bag. You, Aaliyah Boston, want that bag. You know who you talking about, Jay? What's up, Brazil? Yeah, stay here for a bit, Brazil. Come on now. Come on, Aaliyah. Oh, Aaliyah needed that. She didn't even scored a point. What's going on, Edwards? She got fouled on that? No, she just shot an air ball. Look, I knew Boston was gonna body her, keep bodying her. I knew it. She's gonna use her big hippopotamus body on her. Sandy, not sure who Sandy is. Are you a Hoops fan? Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju. Did you see Corey get shut out the other day? Oh, yeah, I didn't think she was gonna take it serious. She had too many shots the night before. But I knew Gray was gonna eat up Paige. Brazil. Tell me you didn't see that coming, Brazil. Tell me you didn't know that. This is the first day that Paige won and she was out of breath. I knew she wasn't built for that. I say she's manufactured from a lab. You know, I go with sisters who play street ball 1v1 in the streets. When we growing up, whenever you hear somebody say they're better than you, then the first thing we'd say is, okay, let's go 1v1, period. We don't say 1v1. We say today's youth say 1v1. We say one-on-one. Let me play you one-on-one. One-on-one. That says it all. That determines it all. Big, little, it doesn't matter. Let's go one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Let's go one-on-one. That's how you determine who's the best in the hood, period. 1v1. That's what makes us great. You know, and growing up, you know, playing guys one-on-one, girls, whoever I could find. That's what you do. This determines who's the best. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will not read your comments. If you're new, I'm going to say hello. I won't read your comments or pull them up until you subscribe to the channel, become part of the fam, and we'll go from there. Partying with the stud butts too hard. Partying with the stud butts too hard. Right. Oh, I knew it. What I kept saying to myself, what if that was Clark? I don't even know if that girl ever played one-on-one. Don't even look like she had a bag to play one-on-one. Come on, Aaliyah. Damn, get up. Oh, she got dove on. Jeez. They're not calling nothing for you, Leah. They're not calling nothing. They're not calling nothing on Big Body Boston. They're not calling nothing on elbows, McNelbows. Still it. Let her drive on you. Oh, I knew it. What I kept saying to myself, what if? Did you dissect the Texas game yesterday? Girl, I dissected. Hold on. Let me let freaking big body elbows beat my girl Leah. Leah, get on the board. Right there. Damn, go get the ball. Dang. Tripping her and everything. She can't help it. I'm just realized Leah can't help it. She's just big body. Leah Edwards is so pretty though. I could never really tell. I don't remember if she had goggles, face masks, or something. I just wasn't paying attention. But I like that little Canadian. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. Look, stop grabbing her. Stop wrapping her. Stop wrapping her, Edwards. You should just push it. Was it a face mask? Okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I can't remember what. And the purple braids threw me off. That I think, believe it or not, when I saw her take the braids out, makeup, even without makeup, she's so pretty. Just a pretty face. Thank you for reminding me. I was like, what was it? Why didn't I know this? And you said it, face mask. Man, my chap be knowing. Is this it? Did she get the ball? God damn, we gonna let Aaliyah Boston like school you. You was runner up last year. Come on. In and out dribble, Lily. Oh man, she can't get a bucket, bro. Not against big body McDevils. Where's my oh, there it is. Looking for my iced tea. I changed the password, and on one of my TVs to Direct TV now, I can't get it on the TV. I don't know why I can't get it on this TV if I'm using Fire Stick. And this is not a smart TV in this room. Oh, nice foul. Let her win on a free throw. Did she get a free throw? Bruce has been just a big baby around her eye. Like I don't have no eye drops for pups. I should need some eye drops. Keeps on bothering her like this. Just really irritated. Like she scratched it up game. Okay, so we're talking hoops, talking about Unrivaled tonight. What's your favorite game tonight, guys? Brazil, JJ, what's your favorite game on tonight that you saw? Did you think that yeah, it is fun right now, Chicago. What did you think? What did you think of the Chelsea Gray Page matchup? And be honest, tell me how many of y'all thought Page was gonna take the old vet to the yard. Be honest, how many of y'all thought Page was gonna come in and have a bag when it comes to 1v1? Because I know I did, but the first day I saw her 1v1, I said she's trash. I'm disappointed because I thought Paige had way more bad. No, I didn't have that in my bingo card. Kelsey torching Veronica. I thought Veronica was going to be a sleeper, but Kelsey Mitchell is a type that 1v1, and of course I really didn't know how her health was, but when I found out she was doing Unrivaled, I assumed she was healthy. I was like, KM gonna win this whole thing. Like her game is designed for 1v1, big or tall. We're talking women's hoops, Alien, but hit that subscribe button for me. And yeah, Derrick Rose should be in if he's not, I think he is in the Hall of Fame. You kidding me? Love Derrick Rose. Oh, I wish he wasn't so injured. Derrick Rose all the way, since somebody just brought up something I'm remotely interested in. Derrick Rose, all the way from Simeon High School in Chicago to the Chicago Bulls. It's just, I love that. I love that player. But yeah, Chelsea Gray, big, body. It's a strength like a linebacker. Tell me about it, Jay. I could just feel my stomach, her backing into my stomach, and like I used to have a sore stomach playing certain positions, certain players, man, guarding them. Like my stomach, I could just feel it. And mind you, I had a six pack, so maybe an 8. The core of your body has to be extremely strong, and I could see her just making my whole insides hurt. Kyrie said, Kyrie, what'd you say, Kyrie? Let me put it up. What did Kyrie say? The matchup is Chelsea favorite. Plus, she's doing this 1v1 stuff longer, her bag deeper. Yeah, but it's crazy that I didn't even see a bag with Paige. She didn't know how to mix it up, take things to her advantage. It looks like she doesn't play one-on-one. Courtney Williams so embarrassed. Did she lose in less than a minute? Yep. Yep. I know y'all didn't come up that day, but that was horrible, wasn't it? Courtney was out there looking crazy. Amen, Levi. Hit that subscribe button. So yeah, what's another favorite? I think my favorite tonight was Kelsey Plum. I'm so glad Plum Dog got beyond. Let's see, and what did I say? Oh, Gray, Chelsea Gray. I love this. You know what I was thinking the other day? I want to ask my chat group. I probably need more people, but those of you who showed up tonight, thank you so much. Hit that like button. I appreciate all of you. I was thinking, you guys, but then I realized as hard as I tried to figure out when they could do this, there really wasn't no time that we could really put this in. I guess I was thinking about All-Star Weekend. It's crazy because the Super Bowl came and went. And maybe in LA it's just because I don't know if it's just Los Angeles or maybe just in general. I didn't feel like it was like the buildup that we normally have. And then, oh yeah, Ray Burrell too. I'll talk about her. Yeah. But it's All-Star Weekend and it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it in here in Los Angeles. Could you believe that is All-Star NBA weekend? There's lots of stuff going on, trust me. I think it starts, was it tonight or tomorrow? I would probably think stuff would start tomorrow because they know that people work on Friday. Like where LA Live is lit up. We got a lot, we got a lot of shoe unveilings, and it was cool that Jew did her unveiling in Watts, California. For the neighborhood. We can't even get those tennis shoes. I'm just mad I didn't know about that sooner. I'm retired. I got time. To chase content, to chase anything that does to do with our Trojans, right? And more importantly, to get her shoes. I talked to her cousin last night before the game started during the warm-ups, Jay. Somebody encouraged me to ask Tracy, her cousin, this sits in the front, in the court side, right? About if there were any available shoes left. And he said probably told me to ask Sarai, which is her mom. She'll come later. But the shoes, he said, if you get those shoes, get them signed and put them in a box. I said, I heard that, Tracy. He said, put her shoes, get them signed and put her in a box. I said, where should I get them signed? He said, maybe on the side or the toe. And I was like, yeah. You know me, I got the Trojan ones. I got the yellow and white ones. But these are next gen, P edition 1. And last night, Jay and I got to see those shoes up close. Cold. They look better. I bet you everybody's like, well, they don't have this. You know how Asia and Angels look with the stuff on the side. I know. I love they're functional. They got, like, if I was a baller, they designed slim and not bulky like my feet, and then they got the mesh, but then they have the leather at the toe and in the back. The shoe, and they sparkle. But you know what really touched me the most is the name of the name of the shoe, Silver Lining. Whew, Silver Lining. And she went on to explain even deeper what Silver Lining meant. And obviously you guys can understand, you know, always look for the silver lining in things. And that's what you have to do this generation for herself with his injury, is to look for the silver lining in it. And I know the silver lining is coming. Reese's shoes are very comfortable. I have Diamond Dust. And but I don't know that I could play in them. I didn't even move around to see if I could, but they're more like, I would think, like post player shoes, if that's what a post player needs. But it's like, I really like the, I do like Reese's Diamond Dust. I don't have the Asia shoes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have her shoes. Asia shoes hurts to walk in, so I don't know. One thing about it that I did notice about Juju shoes, I gotta buy them a whole lot bigger than that. You know, I've always been that way with Nike because they're narrow. What did I think about the Longhorns getting blown out in Music City? Several things I believe in. I believe that with the parity in the SEC, that the advantage goes to the home team. You guys can tell me what you think. I think the advantage goes to the home team. I think Vanderbilt rose to the occasion, and I think that what I like about Vanderbilt is that they're finding more pieces and more ways to. Oh my gosh, Alicia Gray's getting Burrell when I had Burrell for this win. But Alicia kind of tough though in a 1v1 situation. I'm surprised that the great Burrell, this gonna teach Burrell a lesson, because she should have got that board, that rebound. She's got to use her athleticism against Gray, but Gray's more offensive minded than Burrell. I don't like this. I don't like that she's up this high on Burrell like this. I mean, yeah, I don't like that. I think I think that Coach Vic, hello from Japan, konnichiwa. What's happening? Hit that subscribe button for me, will ya? We're talking hoops here. Basketball, women's basketball. I think that also Coach Vic nailed it. He took the words out of my mouth. I hate to say it, but he took the words out of my mouth. Texas is soft. I always felt that Madison Booker is a softie, but what I thought about is they got their ass kicked the way they should have, because they are soft. And then I also think, like what you're saying, Brazil, that's true. Texas can play more physical at home, and the refs don't call fouls. Exactly. I think that the home advantage, I hate to say it, in the SC, I think the refs are just, they lean towards the home team. Cara Dunn wants to come back. Cara Dunn wants to come back. What does that mean? Chicago, tell me what you mean. I bet, no. Okay, so Brazil, you can wrench out King Alfred. You can wrench around and wrench him off. Konnichiwa. That's right. Japan. I did good, huh? Did I do good? Liberal keep pushing. King Alfred, he's talking politics. Get his ass out too, Brazil. She's done, Kyrie. She can't stay another year. She wasn't in no COVID year. She wasn't in no, she's not a 50. I don't know where she would get the extra year from, but I wish she could. Arigato. Arigato. I wish she could stay. I wish she could stay, Kyrie, another year. Because one thing about she and London are learning. Hey, Ms. D. Hey, Keishel. Scroll up. I don't know what. Scroll up where? Scroll up. Oh, this is gonna be so much conversation. Oh, Plum was mad. She wasn't the number one seed. She was? Yeah, All-Star Weekend is ass. Man, tell me about it. No real hoop. Did Angel go to Australia to promote? She did. She did. Love Angel. Angel's just changing the game. I can't wait for Angel to come back for Unrivaled. I'm gonna find shoes and let you know. Yeah. Oh, I would love that, Jay. I would love that. You already know I'm cash shopping you the money right then and there, because I didn't get down because I didn't. I could have got up and left the house a lot earlier and just went on down to the store to check first, and then perhaps got you to sign them. Then you had the bun on. Oh man, seeing the bun again up close, man. I haven't seen the bun on her at the Galen in like, gosh, I haven't seen her up close like that in the bun because I wasn't at the game except for when we lost. Notre Dame, they don't come around. They don't go around. So I haven't seen her up close with the bun since she was a freshman in the photo that I got at Berkeley. But the bun was higher, and it looks like a crown on top of her head, and she looks so regal. Like it makes her look tall, like she's 6'5". Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Ray got the belt. Man, I'm kind of pissed. Man, Ray got the belt. Do I think it's Blake's for Player of the Year now? It's funny because Blake's has done everything I said she needs to be able to do. By regular season, we're gonna really see. Because I gave her I said just get to the top 8, and we'll, because that's when they determine this stuff regular season, right? So I was like, get to the top 8, and then I'll consider it Blake's. And then I wanted to see more in her bag. She started showing me more than just being a track star. And I was like, damn, I might have to. And then, she's had some performances. Her performances are crazy. Her 30 balls are less than what Ju had her freshman year. But I always have to start comparing people to Juju. Start comparing Juju to these players. That she's so much different than that. But I think Blake's has. I gotta see what their schedule looks like, and I'm gonna tell you no, hell no. We're gonna get to that, but I'll give Blake's that. I'll give Blake's that because regardless that Sarah is surrounded, by so much that she doesn't have to have 30 balls and all that kind of stuff. She just hasn't wowed me. She hasn't done anything to impact her team in a way that makes her the most valuable to me. And there's no one hooping like Blake's right now. So I have to give it to her. Now, Galvin, for many reasons, she's efficient in what she does. I think Galvin is more recency bias. You weren't just saying nothing about no Galvin until recently. Okay. I hear you, Brazil, but hear me. She hasn't, you got on this Galvin tip recently when Jazzy's been Jazzy consistently. And Jazzy is more of a two-way player. And two-way player in this era is what you got to have both. You got to be able to play both ends of the ball. And I had some things written out. I've heard different takes, but and to take nothing away from Aubrey Galvin's, I'm going with Jazzy. Jazzy has Jazzy's game and how she wins and how she impacts winning, to shooting, all that stuff. Like Jazzy. I'm staying with Jazzy. I mean, she does more for the team. She's more, she leads in most categories. She's not carrying our team. I don't want to say that because, we got Ken Dog and got Kara out there. I can't say that, you know, but we know what I mean. Like she's leading in all the category. So I would have had Sarah running away with this if not Blake's. I would have had Sarah running away with it if not Blake's. Yeah, that would be all right. I just read what you said. Yes, that would be all right. If they could do, if they could come back, if Kara could come back, heck yeah. Because I kept saying to myself, she deserves a ring. Absolutely. And I know she'll get our system a whole lot better, and she's gonna be playing with better players around her. And we need a strong bench. If she, in my humble opinion, if they do, if let's say DZ and Kara want to stay, right? Because I feel like they've done so much for us that they deserve a ring. We need that. We need that bench, and being a bench player or a starter or whatever, it doesn't really matter on next year's team because the Wiggins Lindsay will get you in and out the game, and get you your minutes to continue to grow, to continue to shine. And then it gives them more time to learn our system, just as well as Sanaya and Taya are going to have to learn our system. I love that idea. Really, really, I'm going to have to, on TikTok Live, not the vlog. Is the on the vlog, Jay? That was on the vlog. What's up, Groovy? Jazzy been jazzing on different level lately. Let me tell you, Jazzy, you could clearly see, Jay, tell him, you could clearly, she's a disciple of Juju. If she hasn't put, if you can't tell, Juju's been telling her to do this jab step all year. She's like, teaching her how to jab. She did these jabs. She attacked down the middle. She was aggressively attacking and drawing contact and bouncing off in control, doing her Euro. She looked like Juju, I want to say 2.0. But because of her height and her length, it's a different way that she gets it off. Jazzy's adaptation is best trait, in my opinion. Jazzy's been jazzy on her adaptation. I think I know what you mean by that. 1-2, release them. Jazzy's flowing. Hi, Groovy. Disciple of Judea. She's a disciple of Judea. And if you know Judea's game, you would recognize that she was playing it last night. Because I guess she didn't know what we mean by aggressive. I was like, I kept saying, Jazzy, you gotta be aggressive. Like, go at them. Don't let them push you around. And if they do, you gotta know how to bounce off. But you initiate, you know what I'm saying? Your jab. And once you get into the middle and the gut of a team, as high as she releases and as tall and long as she is, ain't nobody gonna block you up there. Get up. What's up, Thong? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I've seen it before in here. Hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't done so already. I'm getting a lot of business from all over the world. Konnichiwa to you in Japan. Others that came through, some for good and some for not. At least take the time to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And most of all, hit that like button. And if you like what you hear and want to be a part of the conversation of hoops, you're welcome to stay. Be respectful, no trolls. You will be X. I appreciate those of you that 2 new subscribers just now that hit the subscribe button. You are the bomb. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you want to drop a Cash App or a donation towards the channel, you can do so as well. I'm thinking about getting a camera. I was talking to Travis, the photographer for USC. And I forgot to ask him, like, man, like you and I talking to DMs, I was hoping you could like have told me that for my content and just to be a part of such a great movement and moment for Juju and USC and watch California to give them first shot at the pre-order shoes, Silver Lining. And the way they set up the court and the way they have her featured all over the store. I mean, you talk about this my city. This my city. All the lengths, she can't be contested easy. Right, Kyrie? Not every jumper needed to be a three. And thank God she realized that. Dog, I was sick of it. It was killing her average and percentage or whatever, true shooting and pure shooting. I was like, stop with the threes. They're not falling right now. What did I think about Texas? I thought they were I'm still here, guys. I thought that they were exposed, but I also feel like I've and I said it, and I don't know how many of you SEC fans would believe this, but I'm not impressed with the defense in the SEC. I'm just not. In fact, I'm not impressed with it. Nobody's defense as a team impresses me more than USC, and I think we're probably like sixth best in the country, which I don't know who is better. I would have to, find that out. But I'm not impressed with it. Like, they don't play it. Like, they'll score 100 or 90, but the other team will score 70 or 60. Like, where's the defense? You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not impressed, but I do feel like there's favoritism to the home team, and that's why I feel like, all of the teams, like, you're gonna split one at home. You're gonna lose. Like, let's say you play a team twice. You're gonna lose to them at their place, and they're gonna win, and you're gonna win at your place. Now, my little theory might not work tomorrow, but when I think about Texas, I think Vic nailed it. I feel like his team, I don't know if they're soft in general, but they play soft. And when they get challenged, you see who rises to the occasion. That was just soft. Like, Vanderbilt, like, the way that I know and what Texas has, they weren't playing connected at all. And they didn't act like they wanted it, like, enough to where they're, like, coming together. And what teams need down the stretch are good guards. But Tennessee, they got. I definitely have Galvin at 3, and I'm like another upset away from putting her over Chavez, because no. Chavez is. I mean, Galvin, even though it's been recent, like, I got her right behind Jazzy contending. I think I got Jazzy, Galvin, then Chavez. Chavez lit it up, but look what she did. She lights it up in overtime. But the rest of the, the whole game, she just erased how well she did. She wasn't playing in the entire South Carolina game. Because Roy, he's lighting a fire under Rory. He wasn't happy with her play. He was not happy with her play, and he picks on her. But who he needs to pick on is Madison. Madison is a soft one to me. Madison's too soft to be that big. I think Vic is a full court press strategy need to involve his playing checkers out there. Yeah. And he took accountability, I think, for himself. I think when he goes back and he looks at it, he'll see. Yeah. And that's why they can't win it all. It's the coaching, it's the players. They have everything, the end, the fast, the big, the small, the mid-range, the perimeter players. Like, he has the team. He's got to figure out what he needs to do and his staff, how to scout who you're playing. And it's like, did you even scout, Vandy? Did it look like they scouted them? Like, maybe I'm different. Like, I see the adjustments Coach G makes. I see the scouting that she does. Matter of fact, the only reason that Indiana was close to us is I found out when I got there that Shea Saseki wasn't going to play. And we had geared to stop. We geared, and I've had this in college. Like, you scout a team and then you realize that they're not going to play. Now you're coming out there you're going to have to build a plane while flying. You're going to have to adjust to how you're going to play them. Matter of fact, They're gonna throw players at you that you didn't even scout, that you really wasn't even. So you could tell they were out there feeling it out. Like, how are we gonna go about this? What should we do? How do we, right in the, change our strategy right in real time. And I watched Coach G and the girls in real time, like, make that adjustment and just, feel them out. We had a couple of drives, those little guards, Jay, they were real quick. Galvin doing it, man. The Chicago bleeding out her. Yeah, I found out she was from Chicago, and I have a lot of friends from Chicago. So I was starting to kind of like lean towards her favor and like her game. But I'm like, nah, still Jazzy over everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jay. What up, Donovan? Booker was throwing bows. She got called for 2 offensive fouls. Yep, she got frustrated, like big baby. Oh, I have Jazzy comfortably in the lead. At this point, no USC bias. No USC bias, of course. I wouldn't say that, Jamal. I wouldn't really say that. Malowski had the game of her life. She did. Like, where'd she come from? Exactly. Thank you, Brazil. I don't know if they know. We got wrenches in here. Shoot, sometimes it's simple, and he doesn't let Booker go off. Sometimes it's simple, and he doesn't let her go off. Man, I was like, Booker, you got the, remember when Booker had to take over at point, and she shined so much. I thought she was going to be the next something, and like, I can't figure out her game. What's up with these goofy dudes? And I don't know. I don't know. We talking hoops, Jamal. That baby Galvin is going to be a great point guard. I got to see this. And hearing that from you, I want to see, do you think she's going to be that's a great point guard? Do you guys think that she is going to be, because I don't really have a favorite point guard. Raven and Rory going to be gone. No one's talking about the performance that Olivia Miles had last night. I want to hear from you guys. She torched Baylor. She made Baylor look not even look like the ranked team that they are. No one's talking. Everybody's eyes is on the SEC so much, but there's other great basketball going on. You wanted to get say you wanted it again. You wanted, oh yeah. You wanted her to get what do you call it? Push to the ground. You know what I kind of felt. I kind of felt Kid Dog was bored last night. I could tell when she gets bored, but I love that they found her with the pass when she's screening, when she's got them over the shoulders, and it's a small window to toss it to her, and her arms are so long, and the rim is right there. The pass, to catch and shoot over the top. Bless my heart, because she's been asking for that. And then the back door, thread the needle to Jazzy, who scooped it up and had enough space and room to score. Things like that make you like chef kiss. It was some down screen, and she kept spraying right in her face. Donovan said, for me, Booker doesn't take over until it's too late, because look at Blake's. When stuff gets shaky, she's like, give me the rock. That's like a Juju. That's a MVP. That's what I'm looking for from if it's supposed to be Booker, if it's supposed to be Flade, they say, who wants the rock? Give me the rock. Olivia Miles is a savant. You're the only one that commented. It hurt me. Thank you. She's a savant. Miles was showing off the scouts last night. That's right. If she was showing out, she sure did impress. So Miles to the Mystics or not? Play with Kikiola. So can I? She bored most of the time. Notice she gets up Yeah, during the big games, she ain't afraid of the moment the UConn game showed out. But yeah, Malia knows how to give her the post entry. Was it? Thank you, Jay, because I've been wanting to wonder who the heck gave her the pass, because that's the pass I've been waiting for. And they need it consistently. Like, some people will be scared to give that. I don't know that Mendez could do it, or like high low, but she's asking for it. You know what else I love is the spacing that the Trojans gave last night, Jay. They're understanding, like, they've taught, like, Gerda, Laura, Viv, Mendez, get out of the way when they're rotating over and you got like a Kara, a Ken, or a Jazzy on the perimeter. Like, clear out so that they can have space to move, but be ready for the ball if need be. A DC coach, Vic needs to get her busy. She need to get her own self busy, Thong. Like, you got to tell your coach, like, I want the ball. Tell your team, I want the ball. Flage, she doesn't want to go there, Brazil. She doesn't want to go there. I don't think she wants to go there without saying it. Did I see Diana shot that shot and Lindsay took her out expeditiously? Yes, I did, Jay. I remember looking, I think she turned around, looked at the bench, and somebody and looked at them to get up, like, go. She ain't playing. We're at the part of the season where we're not testing or trying things. Miles is someone that's going to turn teams into champions. Her game is too mature. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Her game is going to translate into pros. I'm gonna go. Happy birthday to Diana Mendez for the USC Trojans today. Absolutely, happy birthday, youngin. Nobody does. I just read she was projected to go. No, I hear that a lot. That's why I said that. And you said nobody does. Nobody wants her to go. First, I was like, yeah, why not? Da, da, da. But I think there's underlying stuff there. Even though they're being very mature about it, I don't think Flaw's gonna have the same attitude. There's no way she's gonna have the same attitude that she has in this college team in the pros. She better humble herself, or she gonna get humbled. I thought I wanted to see that connection with her and Angel, but isn't her ex on the team, Maddie? Yeah. No, I don't think Miles wants to go there. I don't even think anybody have said. Maybe I did last year. I might have thought, like, Miles to when I thought she was coming out. I might have thought about her in Chicago because I just know they needed they needed a point. But when somebody I read today said to the Mystics, which I've heard before, or I also thought about Seattle. Did I think about Seattle? I know they got Wheeler and they got Skylar, but I know those twos are mature enough to play a two. But then you got Gabby Williams, so it started getting kind of mucky. But definitely, yeah, Mystics. I like, because she's familiar with Sony Citron. She would make entry passes well to Kiki. Hopefully Shakira stays. I know we got Suge. Michaela shut down the whole state of Texas. And she know it too. My thing with Sky is they just don't do right. Exactly. So it's kind of hard for me to wish any young player to go there because it's like they have so much confusion going on. It's almost like you go there to die. And I don't want a rookie to have to do that. What new expansion teams are coming out? Toronto and Portland. Am I right, guys? Sky's a broken franchise. I can't. I gotta delete so many people. People got time tonight. There must be some lonesy people out there. Go enjoy your Valentine's weekend if you got one. Yeah, no, wait, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, Brazil, time out. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, Jay. I don't. Juju didn't stop at 1709 in the second round. I don't not believe that Blake's is about 200 to 300, in between 200 to 300 away, and she would need 10 games to even catch Ju. So I don't believe that she has 1,800 points. Diamonds and Shields, man, a healthy Diamonds and Shields. I used to love Diamonds and Shields was special. She was super athletic. So yeah, the new teams are Toronto, Temple, and Portland Fire. So depending on, I hope the coaches are as good as Natalie Nakase. And I cracked up when people was not feeling the lineup of players because they couldn't pronounce their names. It was so implicit bias there. I cracked up. I was like, do you not understand how international players play? If you don't know, if you don't understand that she said she wanted tempo, fast-paced basketball, then you wouldn't have understood why she recruited the way she did, drafted the way she did. If you wouldn't have, you wouldn't have got. And I can't believe as basketball fans that you guys did not see the concept because you couldn't pronounce their names. Now I threw that in, and I threw that in. I threw that in because you never heard of them and you couldn't pronounce their name. That the Valks were going to be as good as they were, and Coach Akasi was Coach of the Year. If you couldn't see that coming, yeah, Blake's is just hair under 15. She might get 18. She would have to go all the way through the SEC tournament, the March Madness. She has to go at least to Sweet 16, Elite 8, and she would have to average close to 30, 26, 27 points to catch anywhere near. Ju is the fastest to what she has. Because see, Blake scored like 700 and something. She didn't even make 800 her freshman year. Ju scored 920. Then Ju stopped at 7 something on her. No, damn. I saw this last night. She 7 something or 8. So yeah. Yeah, yes. No problem, Brazil, because you're not the great Juju Watkins in scoring now. Blake's, I didn't feel like Blake was going to be National Player of the Year until I felt like this is my image. Before Ju got injured, I felt like Ju was going to win it all the way out. Then when she leave, it was going to be a battle between her and Sarah for number 1 and for Player of the Year. That would only be if Michaela continued to evolve, because we know that your girl Sarah is it's just an overall complete player. Never heard your views on Sanaya Hall. Oh, you never heard my views on Sanaya Hall? Thank you for asking. I think she is going to be fantastic. Like, you have no idea what I think of Sanaya Hall. Sanaya Hall is going to be, I think most people aren't even talking about her the way they should. It's almost like a wait and see. I think people do that in the basketball world because they're not concerned with us. They don't want to talk about us. They're feeling kind of salty because we got the number 1 recruits and number 1 drafts and all that, not draft, portals and things like that. Sanaya Hall is going to be, no doubt, your freshman of the year. She is going to be, she's college body ready. She's going to be amazing. She's going to fit right in, and she's going to take that heat off of you're going to have to pick your poison between her and Ju. And Jazzy's going to be like the dagger in it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have Ju on one side, Sanaya on another, and she's already getting ready and position herself to play a 4 if she has to in our offense. And our 4 looks very different, where it actually might go 4 across, and then she slides down into the body of the post and post up. Yeah, if you're talking about Sanaya, she's been averaging that because I think Peanut has been out. Her and Peanut are the stars of the team, and with Peanut missing, she absorbs the points. She had to absorb scoring. You know, her scoring had to, increase. And yeah, Sanaya Hall is going to be what I think she's going to be absolutely freaking. You're gonna have. I don't even know who to talk about half the time because I love me some Ken Dog, love me some Jazz, love me some Juju. Gonna love Jazzy, gonna love Taya. I remember Taya this summer. Gonna love it. Man, I'm really starting to like. Laura's like no joke. Laura's down there. What's she averaging, Jay? She looked like she's been averaging 8 or 9 rebounds. Like when she learns how to put it back up, because the girls are gonna have to help her with that. Like she's gonna be battling in practice. Like they're gonna be like, "Hey, girl, just get your elbow in, get your arms right, take the ball up with 2 hands, take the ball up like this." Like, man, she's getting the board. Jazzy will be dangerous next year because she'll give you 18.6 boards and 5. If she still gets 6 boards with the rebounders that we have, who I think are like 6 board rebounders. Nobody's getting boards off of the Trojans. And Jazzy loves to pass, so her assists will probably be higher. Because her and Sanaya play, they played together in high school, OT, select and stuff. I saw her one time, blew my mind. Imagine staggering minutes between Ju, Jazzy that just adds up another layer. Just tell me. Me bounds. Who said something about me bounds? Did you see? Yes. I was at the game and I had to try to look on my phone, finish watching the game, but I heard 80 hours in the game. Played really, really, really well. She blocked a couple of shots. I did hear that as I was getting out of the car. Yes. 80 hours. Yes, she did. She did that. And then Jay says, so much offensive firepower, the starters ain't playing the whole 4th. No, it's going to be so much that other people, will have time. And you might not even have to, just snatch the starters out like that. You might can, leave. What I would do was, leave some in and leave some players off the bench to get used to playing with them. Kind of mix it up. I'm not doing no Kelly Harper 5 in, 5 out stuff. I can still see Jazzy getting 4 to 6 boards from blocking and getting a board. Yeah. Because she'll dive in there. And she likes to take it off the rim and take off. And that's why it's going to be some beautiful, Showtime basketball. I think Brooklyn and Ryan should stay. I think we really just need a center. And let's say London and them did want to stay, we could carry 13 to 15. I think we got 13 now, forward. I think they'll play a lot better being on the court with so much talent that they'll get some time for sure. Because we're going to be blowing people out so much that, I want to see them even get in some high profile games, some better minutes. I mean, Brooklyn is solid when she gets in. She's real solid. And shoot, once she gets it out of her hands and then relocates, whoever she gives it to is going to make her look like a superstar. And, Ryan can sit off in that corner and knock some stuff down. I think you rest Juju more now. I used to complain about playing her too much. I don't know about resting so much, but she's still going to be that aggressive player that she is. But I understand what you're saying. She averaged she started off in the beginning of the season 32 minutes. Then she had to get up more because they needed her. It went up to about 34, 35. So she's still going to be playing 30 above minutes. Yeah, Ryan can shoot. And she won't feel so rushed because they'll leave her so wide open. She can get that corner shot off. that she likes to take. She better be ready to go, because I feel like besides I think North Carolina State is home and away, right? So we have to play them. They got to come to us, NC State. We have to play the home and away, finish the home and away with South Carolina. Then we have to, I think there was 2 games. I think if we play in the Players Era tournament, that's enough, because we're going all the way to the finals, and you play 3 games, and out of those 3 games, those are going to be the top teams in the country. Maybe, I don't know about Notre Dame, but if they come in to it and she has these new recruits, this is going to test what Coach Neil Ivey has going, what she's doing. Now imagine the spacing if everyone can get their 3-ball next. Sick. Have you seen Sanaya shoot the 3-ball like it's nothing? Taya, like, you know, the international players, they like to pull. It's sick. And you know how we are with Coach Burns' defense. We play defense. Defense turns to offense with us. And just imagine us pressing somebody. Sick. You saw that press last night, Jay, you know, where I was sitting courtside. It was sick. Seeing them up close, coming and swarming them and going after the ball. And much people want to talk about Malia, man, shut that down. Malia is a gift. Malia is a gift. When she comes off the bench, because, you know, starting and playing and starting point guard was not in her bingo card. You know, yeah, Sanaya Hall is very special. Very special. I mean, their style and how they're going to run and how they're going to, you know, man, it's thread needles, backdoor, bounce passes, their IQ, Ken Dog snacks shit. I was just thinking, I just was picturing that, Jay. You took the words out of my mouth. You guys have to see when Kennedy snatches shit out the air and then looking at the player on the floor. She looked down like, are you okay? Okay, I'm going to go now. Okay, I just want to make sure you're okay. I love her so much. Oh my God, I gave her a real, like, she usually hugged me, but I gave her that real hug last night. I said, I have to give her this hug. You know, I donated to the K Now Foundation, Ken for K, and yeah, I feel good about that in my heart, like, to do that. And, you know, knowing that that was something near and dear to her, you know, for losing someone close to her, that meant so much. It made me feel even good to be able to do that. And so the hug was just like more for me than her, but I wanted to hug her to let her just like to feel it. Like, we feel you, we see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, our fans are really real. Like, our play. I mean, those girls are just sweet people. You could just feel their aura. They're just good kids. Like, watch my shoes, these silver linings. and then Coach G, I saw that in the from the website. Like, she said, we're 1-0 in the Juju shoes, you know. And yeah, she said some words regarding you know, everybody from the coaches on down wearing the shoes and representing, and what Juju has done for the community, and what it means, you know, for them all to wear those shoes. And for me, I was thinking, you guys, I know you don't have Juju this year. I know we lost Kennedy, yeah, at some point, and we took some losses, you know, but look at the silver lining of it. Oh, find your silver lining. Find your why of why you're doing, why you're here, what you hear. Sometimes you got to delay your gratification, but in the meantime, like, we're on our own trajectory and our own path, you know, to success. Everybody in the country, you know, besides all the top teams, I just feel like, you know, we could without you even now, we have a good shot of beating a lot of teams. The way we're playing and how healthy we are right now. How's her knee? Her knee is on point. Juju's knee, she looks good. If you look closely, if you pay attention close enough, Juju has put on the weight. If you go back to when Juju was hurt and she could look kind of frail, she was really slim, like how she was at in high school. She kind of like favored, like when she would stand, she would bend the knee, and now when you see her, the arms, the body, the shoulders, the legs, muscles all coming back. She looks like, and she's standing straight up. She looks healthy. And at times you'll catch her jogging here, even picked up Kennedy and swung her around. If I don't tell you how good the knee is, I don't know what. For somebody to jump on you and you hold them and you spin them around and put them down, the knee is strong. I couldn't believe Ken did that. I was like, because you imagine somebody jump on you, the first thing you're doing is like, oh my God, you feel it all through your body. Like, she didn't even like buckle or anything. Yeah, she's a thug playing through it. Ken's knee is kind of like I feel like after games, if I were her, I would get into the ice bath, I'd get into the cryo, continue to get the treatment that's needed for her to be 100% with it. Yeah, she's powering through it. She's powering through it, Jay. If she doesn't have spring, or she doesn't have certain, I mean, you can, when she's out there, she's going full speed. She's not favoring it or nothing. It bends. I'm looking how she walks and it's bending well, but I can't wait till that knee is 100%. I hope she doesn't have to get it cleaned out or anything like that and takes time off. This is how benches get great. Yeah, exactly. And that's what exactly, like the bench, and let's say if they did want to stay, I just hope that it does, it's not with expectation. And even if they start and we dare bring Sanaya off the bench, or we do bring, I mean, it's going to be crazy looking, because if your freshmen are out there caught on to the offensive schemes and defensive schemes, and whoever they come in for, and they're playing better than is ahead of them, and that's just the way it has to go. But at the same time, Dawn did it for a long time. Those freshies was killing it. They was like better than the seniors on the floor, but she kept going with her starting five. She stayed with it, and you knew that whenever they stepped off the court, somebody coming in was going to be even more fire. So, and they still got the job done. Like last year, me too. Probably get some of that shit out of the knee. Yeah, like notice Jay, the other scar. I should have asked that question. I want to know so badly, like that other scar on Juju's knee. I'm wondering when they're cleaning, when they're working on one knee, and they're, they do MRIs maybe on the other, that they saw something and went in and cleaned that one out. That's why it's so great that she's going to be like 18 months out before coming back, because her whole body gets to be just overhauled after years and years of playing, and just giving a healthy young body time to rest before going into junior and possibly senior year and pro and Olympics. All of that is going to be to her benefit. Like, it's going to be to her benefit, because you got a lot of nicks and bumps and a lot of things going on with your ankle, going on. She talked about getting dry needling and things like that. Like she's just doing a big overhaul on her body, which is fantastic. And she's blessed to be able to do it, to be able to take that time to take care of herself. And I had a couple, I don't know where it was, on one of my feeds, getting into a discussion, a Facebook or something, you could tell it was an older person like myself, and just saying stuff like, oh, she's done, like it's 1990 or something, 80s, like she won't come back. She's not going to be the same. I was like, wow, you really don't follow hoops, do you? You really don't know that the new technology and medical things they have going on to even think something dumb like that. Hey, what's up? Okay, you subscribe, you hit that notification button. You know, I lost my mom this summer, so I I was off for like 3-4 months, so I probably wasn't on much reminder. So hit the notification bell so that it will notify you when I'm in. USC is going to be scary next season. As far as his timeline, Juju's probably practicing with the team, and then so is Sanaya. They're going to hit the ground running when the season starts. And that's what I love about Sanaya. Yeah, Juju's definitely working with them. I don't know if she's taking physical contact yet. That will come around. That should come around like March, April. But for sure, you know, working the ball. I can see the movements in Jazzy that she's definitely been working with her. Like Jay and I are there last night at the game, be well, and it's like we cracked up because everybody knows it. Everybody's like, look at Jazzy, you know. Oh, you are subscribing, minded? Thank you. Thank you. I believe the Trojans will control the Big Ten. Oh, for sure. For sure. Thank you, Phil, for sure. Thank you for the condolences. Yeah, it was rough. You guys got me through it. I would be on air and the whole time just caring for her. You know, she was talking and doing her thing and helping her, you know, up and down and all around and stuff like that. And she was like, you know, do your show. I want you, you know, because it was just me, her, and the dogs. And then when I finally shut down about sometime in June, end of June, July, then first week of July is when it happened. Hit that like button, friends. So thank you for the condolences. And thank you. I like a lot of you guys reached out, be will like looked out for me, said things like, you know, when I wasn't on, I could get messages and stuff like that. And I appreciate all of you for that if I haven't said it before. So yeah, you know, I'm still kind of like the reason I just don't go up all the time and every day and all the time is like, you know, there was so much I had to do. And then I wanted to, you know, take this in this time and you go through grieving and things like that. But you guys, yeah, you guys kept me going. I'm a Gamecock fan, B. Will said, but I can't wait to see the women of Detroit. Of course, yes, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I want some next gen for Valentines too. I could have got them. That's what Jay and I were talking about. Like, I'm like an hour and a half sometimes traffic too. Well, probably the watch will be a little bit longer, about almost 2. So I was about to. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thank you. I appreciate that. If I would have known that she had those shoes available that day down in Watts, easily would have been in that store getting me a pair. And I think they're only 170. I think the other ones I have are like 200, but I think she made them affordable for working people, obviously, or a parent that wants to get them. But yeah, like they're not $200 to $300 or something like that. And then we have access to get them signed too, Jay. Please, the first generation of a shoe, get them signed, put them in a box, like her cousin told me. I was about to get them signed, put them on my feet. Then when he said, like, put them in the box, I was like, you know what, you're right, put them in the box. And they look good. The way the light hit them, and then they was just on the feet, it was just like, yeah, I think so. But how much did our Angels shoes cost, Jay? I got the diamond. I don't remember what I paid for them offhand. Yeah, she'll send you one day. 140. Okay, is that what I paid? Oh, I guess so. If that's what they were, then yeah. And that's what I paid. I haven't I don't think I've ever paid $300 for tennis shoes. I got them on Flight or StockX. I don't have time to play. Yeah, StockX. I subscribe to StockX. I remember someone told me look for my shoes on there. Like you can do the auction, or you can do the or just pay right out or whatever. I think Soul Retriever pops up on my phone. I think I have alerts set on Nike. Flight? Do I have something with Flight? Let's see. Real quick. Do I know about Flight? I know about the StockX. Let's see. Soul Retriever always kind of hits my phone up with stuff. No, I don't know about Flight because I don't have anything in my mail from that. Okay, I know you're gonna keep an eye. You got me. Keep an eye out for that so we can get them. I can't get the jersey in South Africa. What? You can't get the Juju jersey? You can't go to the bookstore? You can't go to the USC bookstore and get that? Because I think in the bookstore that all the jerseys are in there. Where I got the red Juju. Kennedy. I got red Juju. I don't have Jazzy. And well, if Kara want to stay in longer, maybe I'll get her like 25. So let's talk about this. The elephant in the room. Gamecock fans. Tiger fans that are here. What say you for tomorrow? Excuse me. How you feeling? How you feeling, you guys? The night before Christmas. How are you feeling? Let me tell you something. Agot Baker is not suiting up. So you should thank your lucky stars for that, in my opinion. So let's see. Yeah, that's it. And I don't know that there's no one injured from LSU. So what say you guys? How's this gonna go? Why you gotta be an elephant? Because it was so loud all freaking at the end of last year. Summer, fall, winter. All I keep hearing about is this game. And not you guys, but the vitriol on Twitter is crazy, to the point where it's gotten to name calling. Like they totally got away from the game when calling players trans and ugly and all this kind of stuff, y'all. You guys forget, like, these are 20-year-olds, like, bro, like these are kids, like, just playing ball. And you took it too far. Like, you're going too far, calling each other names and down there cussing each other out. Like, I swear, if you guys saw each other in person, you might get the fighting. LSU turns the ball over 20 times and it won't happen. I can't even. I'm you know what? I'm without words. Oh yeah, all I keep hearing is 17 in a row too. Yeah, leads the series. Yeah, like they're not worried about it. Even to the point where I feel like they downplay like it's not gonna matter. Like the Gamecock fans feel like it's not gonna matter if they lose. It's not gonna change how they're gonna be, where they're gonna end up. I like what Don said today. She said this isn't a game where like they game for it's not South Carolina plays for Wiley. She said it's not they're not looking at it that way where I guess she meant like it's personal. Like it's not personal, with Fuwali. But I wasn't even thinking about it being personal. I was thinking about it like Fuwali being coming from that program as one of the best and guards, and how she is somebody you should scheme for. Like she's part of you can't ignore her. You know what I'm saying? And her contributions on the Tigers. So yeah, her name will be brought up. But I knew what she meant overall. Kim has resolved herself to let Fuwali be Fuwali. She's going to make mistakes. Absolutely. And that's the way she should. And did you see my response, Cap? Yes, they want to win the game, but it's personal. Okay. Gamecocks never worry about losing. We play to win, and if we don't, we learn. That's right. I don't know what all this stuff is. Wrench them off if they're not here for the game. Ask them a question. Are they here for the for the game? And if not, they gotta get booted. I'll put them on timeout until I figure that out. What they got going on here. But yeah, I don't. It's so funny because they're like, I haven't heard like a what do you call it? Like a pre-game interview from Kim yet. I did see Don. I'm sure Don doing everything per usual to prepare for any game. Like, yeah, you don't have to scheme for Lay, but because you know her, but Lay knows you guys too. And I'm sure she has to pass on information. I'm sure Kim knows you guys. She's been playing a couple of years now against them. I say that too. I like that idea too. Let her use up her fouls. Let's see what she can do, especially if they go big bodies. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I was thinking that same thing. I was like, man, I would leave her in there definitely. Don't worry about it. Like trying to preserve foul. Let her be in there when there's big bodies from Carolina, and then you get her in there. You don't necessarily need to do it for Joyce, because I think Grace and Sakai are just fine for Joyce. We will watch that behind the back finesse layup. Yeah, they ain't no secrets, and they might meet again in the conference championship, which is right around the corner. And for all of the teams, I expect for all of the teams come March to look different than they do in February. Even though February is like, we got less than 2 weeks to go. I feel like when they step into the tournaments, Texas may face Vandy again and don't look anything or play anything like they played. Like my belief is that, okay, you got us at home, But when we go to this neutral site, what say you? Have you got, for instance, Mandy, you have never been lately to any Sweet 16, I don't know, I don't think Sweet 16 or Elite Eights or Final Fours. So no, you cannot win it all. Can a team come in and swoop through? I'm sure there might be somewhere in historically that has happened, but I don't know that that is them to do that. That's where the Gamecocks have all the experience in coaching at the next level. They have all the experience of what it looks like to get into the Final Four. Texas learned from last year. UCLA now has some experience with it under the belt, and of course the coaching of UConn. So it may just really turn out to just be those four the way we thought, or there may be some teams that could catch you slipping. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. But I kind of don't see it any playing out any different. Even the way Texas looked all crazy, I don't know that when you look at you have to look at the brackets, right? We have to look at when we get that final bracket, we're gonna talk about it because that's gonna tell the story. That's why we're trying to get to a higher seed, because we don't want to get knocked out. We don't want to have to play the highest, someone in the top 4 in the second round or anything like that, like maybe 16 or 8. People crashing out on Texas. They have 3 losses, and 2 of the losses, 3 losses, and 2 of the losses are split. SEC's ain't anybody's game right now. SC, Texas, Vandy, LSU. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those 4. Now, I think Texas has a tough schedule coming up. It's so funny because you named those 4, so you left out Oklahoma. You left out Kentucky. You don't see Oklahoma, Kentucky, or Ole Miss spoiling the party, is what you're saying to me. So you say SC, Texas, Vandy, and LSU. So you don't see. Okay, well, we'll see. Okay, do you think SC will put weight on the French player during the offseason? Muscle weight, yeah. I think Dawn, I don't know how she didn't know that kid is not like a post player. She's an international player. She plays like one. Those pull up threes and stuff that she was doing from the outside scared the mess out of me. I was like, oh my God, does she really play like that? And is Dawn gonna let her? Because Dawn, if you don't, if you do, that's how you gonna be in the game with us. You gotta let that girl be that girl. That's how she plays. You she looked amazing taking those shots on the rhythm, on the run, like to the side, 2-step, pop. Correct you. I don't see Oklahoma, Kentucky, or Ole Miss spoiling anything this year. Okay. Damn, Oklahoma. So do you think that Chavez picked the right school? Do you think that Chavez can get players to come and play with her? LSU must continue to play hard in the fourth quarter. Players tendency to let up. Yeah, they have they have shown that, but do you think they would really put their head down and climb into a shell if they're down in the fourth quarter? They must gonna have to be down 20 point down, or 17 or 14 or 13 down going into the fourth is not that big a deal. Now, if you going into the fourth and you like 20 and they're 25 and they're building on you to 30, flirting with 30 on you in the fourth, that is tough. But it's not impossible to come up and tie a game or win by a few points. Being down 20 points, that's 17 points. That's nothing. Yes, Chavez is where she needs to be. Why do you think that she's where she needs to be, B. Will? You think Chavez is where she needs to be? because I think one of her other choices was Texas Tech, and you see how that they're I think they're getting a really big player, and then she could have been fine. Nation of Life, what's going on with you? You want me to read what you're saying? Hit that like button for me. I'm checking to see if you do. Chavez should have went to Texas Tech. That's what I'm waiting for. I was wondering, like, since she had that 1 year left with Beers, I was like, do you sure you want to do that? Nation Line, anybody in SC can win any given night. Yep, we say that all the time. However, Nation Line, B. Will was like, no, not anybody. He did not feel at this moment in time that teams that I mentioned, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, or Kentucky, should be winning. Like I was saying, of any of those top 4 teams right now. I thought she was doing well at Oklahoma. She likes the green light. Right. I said the same thing, man. She learning and thriving. She's just a freshman. She had a solid season. She's developing. In big games, Kim is reluctant to go to her bench. Bella plays good D and needs more time. Yeah. If I was Kim, if I see Dawn going to her bench, she needs to go to hers. But Dawn going to her bench looks like McDowell, Dowda, Tack. I don't think Alicia Turbine is starting. Correct me if I'm wrong. It kind of goes with it comes with some length and some height when she does that. And you don't have that. But you got, physical players, tough players, the Joiners and Kai. You guys, play to your strength. That's what I say LSU and Kim should do. Play to your strength. Just because a team is bigger, the harder they fall, right? Like, you don't have to try. It would be great if you can match height and talent, but there's ways that you can keep looking at what she has out there. If I was Kim, and putting players out there that are a mismatch, to your favor against them. Kim has a wealth of talent. She needs to trust them. Facts. Do you think they call the game tight? Oh, that's a great question. I think the calls are going in favor of the home team. I don't know if that means tight per se. I think my question is, do you think Lay should guard Raven? Put that D on Raven. Because Raven is the heart and soul of that team. Chavez is from Lubbock, Texas. It's forever love. She would have been shown for life. That's what I'm thinking. She didn't even choose Texas over, Longhorns. But Texas Tech, she could have revived something. She could have been her own. I don't know. Just Oklahoma, you stay home. Y'all seen the commercial? They gonna let them girls play. Oh, I didn't see the commercial. They gonna let them play. Honestly, I don't think it matters. Lay don't want to guard Raven. She don't want to guard Raven. Okay, bet. We will bet. Yeah, in the beginning, Jada will be on Raven, but when Lay gets in the game, who do you think will start for the game for LSU? You want to know both teams? Somebody step up and put the starting 5 out for both. Jada Richard on Raven. Raven's too smart. So like South Carolina, it'd be Raven, Latson, Tessa, Joyce. I don't know who your 5th person is. I don't know. Are you going with Alicia? Who's down? Who's the post? 4 forwards in the center. Okot, thank you. Yes, that's okay. So that's what I think will be for South Carolina. Yes, absolutely. After now that I see she's a true international player, she's a perimeter. Heck yeah, that's a long jazzy to me right there. That looks scary. Like when I saw her hitting from the outside, I was like, oh shit. Mm, interesting. Interesting. Mm. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. That might be why they predicted a way too early prediction of them number two and us number three, just to start off with, till we play. Um, Carolina, not Carolina. So Rashard, Big Foe, Michaela. So who are the other two for LSU? Hot take Z starts for LSU. Okay, go with that. When Flage goes, she's definitely got the wing spot. She's got to be a three stretch four. She it, right now they're kind of like she's making do down there, but that girl needs to be on outside. Okay, let's go with Grace. I'm all day for that, Jay. I just don't want Grace in early foul trouble early. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm not feeling that. So why don't you go with Cobal? Nah, I want her coming off the bench. Damn. Okay, Grace and I'm gonna go with Grace and you say Joyner. I'm gonna go with Grace and Cobal. Knox, Richard, Flage, Michaela Bree. Ain't no way. I've never seen Michaela not start, so we got her. So you got. So the fifth is gonna. You want to go with Koval because of Okot, or do you want to go with Joyner on Okot? Yeah, she's a killer off the bench. Not to make note. And if she wants to start her, I want to have. Okay, I don't think it means anything. I don't know why people get all bent out of shape about who starts. Sometimes like it makes a difference, but it depends. Like yeah, like Jay is saying, do you want to go speed? Do you want to go physicality? Do you want to go? Are we gonna press? And then a lot of stuff that we can't see, like how's practice look? Who's healthy right now? You know, who's feeling good? Who's not? Who's um dialed in and focused? Like you never know why people they do the things that they do. Coaches, they see things in practice that you don't see. They may have, you know, a direction that they want to play and see a different lineup that's making it work early. Okada is fast. Sam Kim going with Joyner. So you're gonna go with Joyner instead of Grace, and then bring Grace off the bench. Grace, I like the idea of that too because I heard that Grace and Flage play well together. So coming in at the same time off the bench is not a bad idea if you want to go. I don't know if I've seen Joyner start. I haven't paid attention that way. That's why I said Cobal. We can get into Lay and Grace heads. Top that talk, we will. Corn had to be aware of that. Kim has to be aware of that. Well, they know that yes, the players need to be aware of that. That has to be a conversation. We don't need getting into heads and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, you're not a freshman anymore. Like, grow the hell up. You know, we can't afford no technicals and weird stuff. Okay, Joyner has started. Okay. Kim wants to play fast. Oh, no. See, that's what I'm waiting for. Somebody, how does Kim want to play? Does she want to play fast? Is that to their advantage? What up, Tony? What's up, little bro? You've been following the women's hoops? Kim wants to play faster. Johnson and Grace, you got to split the difference. Either Koval or Joyner or Grace. Well, Grace and Johnson. Okay, there's a big game tomorrow if you got time. We're talking LSU, Tigers, Kim Mulkey and Don Staley in South Carolina. And it's been war over social media for a long time, but now it's getting into like even more craziness. So tomorrow, finally, we get to see them play. And they're playing at the PMAC, which is in LSU. So plays fast, and that's why you want to start Z. Oh, Johnson. Okay. I like that. And I agree. I like that. Play them fast. Press them. Especially press them. Aga. Is Aga Maker back? How do you know? Because this is going to make a difference. Because I said earlier in the show that, like, without Aga Maker, they got a chance. With her, I think the chances of winning go even higher. If she plays the way I think she can play, Aga Maker, McKeer. But even so, even if she is, how healthy is she to step in and start and do the time? She's just coming back though. Like, how healthy is she? Thank you for bringing that to our attention, because that was a question I had earlier. Does anybody know if Aga Maker is ready to go? Because that's going to change some things. Okay, so we talked about Unrivaled. That's some good competition, man. That 1v1 is cracking. We talked a little bit about Texas and how they looked against Vandy, which was terrible, soft, everything their coach said. Talked about Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year. We talked about USC and how we look moving forward. We won't be playing on Sunday. Probably pick it back up next Thursday, if Jay can tell me. We have 2 games on the road that are must wins for us to have great seeding, confidence, momentum. Which is we're going to be playing Wisconsin and Ohio State. After that, I think we have left Penn State and UCLA, and then I say bye to my seniors. LSU must keep their turnovers to a minimum, going back to that. And so we're just wrapping it up tonight with a conversation around the big game tomorrow. LSU must keep their turnovers to a minimum. I want to talk about the movement in the WNBA talks. I think I did that a little bit the other day. In terms of, like, when you talking about the negotiations, I wish they ever just get this, like, really get this over with, so that, because we April, I think they should still go forward with the draft. I mean, that's only fair to the kids, and we need to wrap this up, because teams need to prepare. They need to get their schedule. Their venues. Everything has to get locked down. There's a lot of stuff that has to take place, and you're getting closer and closer to having some games played at your local YMCA if you don't be careful. You said off the top 20 turnovers won't get it. Oh, no. Who's going to turn the ball over 20 times? Is this a new slam cover? That's from Juju's freshman year. That's her freshman year slam. Right, guys? Or wait, sophomore year. Damn. sophomore year slam cover. I think she got this her sophomore year or the end of the freshman year. Dang, I can't remember. Because I have the cover. I bought it and the t-shirts. And I'm trying to remember when I did it. He said, Juju's so fine. Yeah, she had that bun on last night. It looked like a regal crown. I haven't seen it on her head because she usually does when she plays. But when she's at the, at home at the Galen, we just see braids, bold style dreads and her pony in the back. You know what I mean? So it just looked even more regal last night. And she looked tall. Like, she looked strong. She looks healthy. She looks really healthy. Really healthy. Like her mind's right. You know what I mean? Thank you. Oh yeah, I never saw that. So what's your channel about? We talk hoops. It's Juju. It's USC and Juju centric. It's named after me because that's my nickname. My real name is Julie, but my dad calls me Juju since I can remember. And I played basketball, track, basketball. And then my senior year, I wore number 12, and I was a shooting guard. I'm just not 6'2", just 5'9". So her style of play, and, I went to school in Southern Cal. I came up during the era of Cheryl Miller. We're in the same, high school class of 82. And I've watched all of them play in person. Some of them on the court with them, but some, so my whole LA time, I think I've seen a lot of greats come out of USC. Don't get me wrong. Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, Coop, the twins, even Ebony Hoffman's era. But I never found another player that has the same aura and, as Juju, that's truly a generational talent. Yeah, I hoped for CSUN at the time, Cal State Northridge, which is in the Valley. So at the time, you had Cal State Northridge, UCLA. We're in a different division. Long Beach, I think they were a different division, but they played UCLA and USC. Those were the teams. Those were what you went, to go see. Cal Poly Pomona was Division II. They were like the champs. Like, they all play ball together, and they'll, in SoCal growing up. So, man, I mean, it was just a time to be. The 80s was like, Annette Woodard and we just had some of the best basketball players of all time. That's all I can say. 90s, early 90s too. Like, it was just a good time. An expansion draft. Wait, don't we have to aren't we supposed to be doing an expansion draft right now? Remember, are we supposed to be looking for you do that first and then you go into the college draft? Like, you pull out all the vets, right? Like, when he's separating and you get to keep 6-8 players or 5 players or something, and you got to toss away so that the new teams, Toronto Temple and Portland Fire, can select from the pool of veterans, right? Free agents or people that they're not going to keep. Yeah. Would you say, Tony, greatness? Yeah, greatness was popping then that time. You was a little guy. I think you came up when you were born and when you was little, you got to see whether you recognize it or not, you were seeing some of the best of the best. You understood, because of your sister and I, you understood good women's sports, track and field and basketball were, the thing back then. And we're just spoiled. We just thought, I honestly thought USC was going to be, and UCLA used to battle us too. We had a lot of players that come out of there too that I know. But, we never thought that we weren't going to be on the map for a very long time. But it was Stanford, being in California as well. So Stanford was like, Tara Vanderwer was holding it down. Expansion draft should have occurred. Dang, I knew it. We're past that time. Oh, my goodness. It was like January, right? It should have happened. How many of you guys think that we're not going to have a season? How can you do that when you just, two teams just put 40 50 billion, was it million down for these teams? Am I going to call it? I'm thinking about it. CJ. I'm thinking about, do I just watch this game? I know this freaking TV I better figure it out. Let me see what is it? It's on regular TV, and if something's wrong with my where I'm sitting at, something's wrong with the because I changed the password to Direct TV. So I can't get the games. So if I do, you definitely come back. Okay, cool, CJ. And you subscribe to me on all social media. You'll see photos and pics. On YouTube, you can see it. On Twitter, Instagram, same name, and Facebook. I don't do that much on Facebook. But definitely subscribe and come back, because I gotta hear this. Watch it to enjoy. This is our break too. Your favorite player is Cody McMahon. Oh, for real? Did you watch Cody at Ohio State? I've never heard somebody say my favorite player is Cody McMahon. That's good. Shout out Cody McMahon. Getting some love like that. You know somebody watches women's hoop. They just pick somebody like, that no one else, they like that player for a reason. You say watch it to enjoy. Should I just not even come up? Okay, I gotta come up at some time. I'll tell you this: if I don't come back at some point, USC, we got that game. That's what I was saying, Tone man. Ooh, Tone man, I gotta get this. Jazzy and them gotta go off. I don't worry about Ohio State. I knew that. From the day that you played them, and we were 21st ranked. They were 8th or 7th in the country. It's 8th, I think, and beat them her first game. Then the second game, I was like, they kept telling me, Ohio State gonna come. They came to the gala, and I was like, and do what? Well, Jelani Cambridge is gonna, and Cody McMahon gonna do this to you in theory, and theory and Chance Gray, and his name I was playing. I'm not gonna beat the Trojans. And even without Juju, I feel like they're not going to beat the Trojans. But we got to play ball. We got to play ball. Oh, because I'm from Louisiana. Oh, you're from Louisiana. Okay, who you got tomorrow in the game, CJ? They 8 right now. I know, Tone. They're 8. And, you saw us. We took down a number 8 Iowa, right? That helped raise them to 8. And so that they were under Ohio State, and I think they were 10th or something. And I was like, I want to play them. I think we can beat them. So they're number 8. But even though let's say we win, that's not going to propel us to no 8. Like, we done dug ourselves in a hole where it just helps us in the seedings and the bracketology and everything. And if we continue to get better as we are, I think it could propel us to the middle of the pack, based on some of the other Big Ten teams games that I know that are coming up. I can't remember if it was Maryland or Michigan. Somebody hasn't really gone through the teams that we have yet, and so they haven't yet. Because like Ohio State and UCLA already played. I like us as an underdog. Yeah, I do. That's I guess that's what I could have said. I like us like that. You don't have I'm not worried about being in the top 10 in the country or anything like that, because a lot of these teams haven't played each other. A lot of these teams are where they are, and now they're in conference play, and their conference play doesn't look like Big Ten or doesn't look like necessarily SEC. So that, like the Louisvilles they haven't really played anybody. Ohio State got their medicine and it got put back to where reality. Ohio State, I don't know that their strength of schedule is anything close to what ours has been. So there's Baylor. There's a lot of people up there that haven't played SEC teams or like we have, or they haven't played like any of UConn or anything like that. So they don't know. They haven't been tested yet. Yep, I like us as an underdog. I got SC beating by 3 hitting at a buzzer. SC against LSU. You think it's gonna be that close? I don't think the Gamecocks are gonna let them be close. I don't know that LSU has. It's something up here that bothers me with them. It's something up here in the IQ, and sometimes South Carolina's like that with me too. Their IQ, they look lost against Oklahoma at the end, and then when they play UConn, they look confused. We don't need to stop. We don't need top seed to do damage. That's right. I wouldn't want to. If I was a team, I wouldn't want to play us. Like if I was like a top team, I wouldn't want to play us. Like we're kind of scary like that. Y'all can't do nothing with the SEC. I'm sorry. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, CJ, at all. I got the Trojans upsetting Ohio State. See, Farrell has been right every time. Because Farrell don't give down one way and then he'll hurt my feelings. But if he's saying that, he must see something too. We don't need to top. That's a Gamecock right there. He'll tell me to my face, they are the real USC. If he think we could beat Ohio, then I damn sure know we can beat Ohio State. No, strength of schedule to get their rank. I agree with you on that. Trojans are dangerous. We're dangerous. But we do well on the road too. We do well on the road too. But those games, that you saw us get knocked off with Michigan State, Minnesota, and Oregon. That was without Kendall. She wasn't healthy. She didn't play. And we were in the game the whole damn time. Like, could have won. And I was like, are you seriously not blowing us out right now? And we've actually had the lead without Kennedy? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You should, no way. No way. Like, I mean, damn, we lost our superstar. Then we losing Ken, Jazzy's cramping out. Like, and we're still in the game? No. You can't be in a healthy USC. Oh, that was it. Damn it, Maryland. In Maryland. That game, I was sitting there just thinking, I was near the bench. And I was watching them. I was like, shaking my head. Like, dudes and them were going off on the bench. But I was like, Coach Brenda Freeze pissed me off so much that game. She was so annoying. Like, she just bothers the refs the whole time. Like, it's just like the Mississippi State coach did. He kept on complaining about us not getting called for fouls. I was like, what fouls? There's no fouls going on. You guys are out here playing football. And he's all in the ref's ear, and the ref started blowing us. The next thing you know, we steal the ball, we go in another direction, and the rest is history. People forget Kim Billy a powerhouse from his basketball team. No, I ain't forgot. Just like we are. I know people want instant gratification. She did walk in and do a miracle. She inherited an LSU team and took them to the championship after 2 years. That rarely happens. That's why Moki was brought to LSU. Absolutely. And our losses have been close. They still been in the game. No blowouts. Yeah, except for UConn, UCLA, right? I forget. I feel like there's another blowout. I don't know. I don't think Gamecock blew us out. We lost by 17. That's not a blowout. What do I think about Keomi McMiller? Oh man, I think she's got handles for days. A little undisciplined. I think that she could be a good player, a really good player. I wish the best for her. I hope the right people are in her corner. Some people feel like she's going to transfer again. I think that's just all unnecessary. Stay where you are, plant your feet, and if you're a great teammate or a great player, people are going to want to come play with you. I love Moki. I love Moki too. That's just one. I've been watching Moki since she played in college. LSU is like, yes, they do need big. I don't think it's a big, huge deal. But I think you need at least 1 to 2 that can run the floor with those girls and are big, one big body, one slender body that can move. And that's it. They have the guards. I think in Final Four play, you need great guard play. You need to have what she has. And that might sneak up on people because game after game after game after game, to get to the top, you got to have good guard play, good perimeter play. She played like she at Rutgers Park. You talking about Kilmy Miller? Yeah. But she toned it down a little bit, but she'll bring it out every now and then. She should definitely transfer, I hope. You want Kilmy McMiller at LSU? Oh my goodness. When LSU gets some bigs, they are going to be a problem. Yep. I can't wait. Texas got Spate, Addie Bourne, and Bree Crittenden coming. Y'all about to look out. I think one more I might be forgetting. And technically, South Carolina needs some help. So your Kaylee Wynn and I can't remember the other girl you got, her name, but they're that are out this year cleaning up their injuries. When they, she's planning for the future. I like the 2 girls. They're not like top 10 in the country, I don't think, but definitely wherever they are ranked in the country, it could be a good thing for Carolina in the long run. Michaela needs 22. LSU taking over your chat. Kiyomi at LSU is a no. Carrie, I didn't want to hurt his. She's laughing. I was like, nah, I don't think you need that either. What do you think about Mia Pato? I like her. She's just tiny. She's tiny. I hate that she's out, right? She got popped in the eye. I wonder if that injury to her eye was a little bit more, like, I hope to God it didn't scratch her retina or cornea or nothing like that. She was really, I didn't like how her coach really didn't like come to her and really like understand, like, because I think she went back out on the floor, but I think the baby's hurt. Kyrie Kim would quit if Kiyomi went. I ain't never seen nobody have Kim quit. She must be really bad. Her and Fawali would box. Cool. Fawali seemed too nice for that. I'm going to tell you something that makes a difference with some of these players that are like undersized. Some of them don't have a killer instincts, and that's why they're not playing to their potential. Some of them don't have. They're soft, like they look menacing on the outside for whatever reasons, but they ain't got that killer dog instinct. Like Juju is a killer, okay. Even Kendall got a side to her. Like, you gotta have an aggressive mentality. Let me think. Like Liv McGill, if she can get a north to south game to her east to west game, Liv McGill from Florida, like, she could be deadly. I like Tony Morgan. Tony Morgan has more assists than Georgia Amore in just one single season, and the season ain't even over. Joey Boy, what's happening, Joey Boy? Kelvin Miller needs to stay at Penn. She needs to stay at Penn. She wouldn't be able to handle Monkey. You love LeBron James. Well, check out Juju and LeBron's Next Generation Silver Lining tennis shoes, Nike GTs. You got to check them out. Good shoe. Juju is the first college player to have a shoe such as this while in college. And that's historic. Not only is she like over there, she's, USC and Juju Watkins are setting standards and breaking barriers. And even not playing a whole season, the girl still got motion. That tells you a whole lot. Oh, changing gears. Real Money said AE, who now we know only AB. What's that mean? You talking about Unrivaled? I was a little disappointed today. I really wanted I ain't gonna lie, I really wanted Aaliyah Edwards to get by her. Big Body Elbows, Assault and Battery, and Leah Boston won that. That's what they call her on Threads. Love and Basketball's on True TV. Okay. Look at Terry Cummins. Tony, you remember Terry Cummins? And then the I'm looking at it right here on the phone. His daddy in the movie Haysbert, they go to my high school. He's an alumni from my high school. The whole Haysbert. Shout out to the Haysberts. I played with one, ran track with one, dated one. Semi-dated. I shouldn't say dated because I'm gonna call it what it is. But the Haysberts, and I ran track with Adam Haysbert, his brother. And he played for later played for BYU. Love and Basketball was so relatable. The director played on my summer team, and she was telling me that summer when she had a screenplay that's coming to life. And that's how she kind of recruited some of the players that we were playing with that summer for the movie and stuff. So it was, Love and Basketball is kind of situated in my late 80s, 90s, but more 90s. But what she went through, she told the story correctly because I definitely related to everything she said. And just the difference, like when he wanted her to stay out and break curfew. When you do something like that, especially if you're a freshman and you just got to start, you can't let your team down like that. Like if you get caught, like stuff like that happens all the time. And sometimes when you see a player benched or, benched or something goes awry, they broke a team rule, all that kind of stuff is because we get put in a situation like the guys that don't. I bet you they break team rules and do things, and unless it's like really egregious, we won't know about it, and they're not going to be punished because they're so into like the money and winning that they don't hold the players accountable. So, i.e., you have a situation like James Pierce, who's probably always had an anger problem in the situation when he and Rickea Jackson, and I feel like that is a product of a kid who hasn't been held accountable somewhere down the line in his life for him to get away with what he attempted to do. So he has no impulse control. And he's never been regulated and held accountable. And now he may have thrown his career away. So, but we as women in basketball, we get held accountable to a higher standard. We have rules and stuff that we have to follow. I got love and basketball tatted across my. You do, across your. The movie it's a classic. And to know Gina, I'm actually wearing something from Players Society. If you can see it. It's Kyla Pratt in the scene when she first met him and they were playing basketball. I supported Basketball Players Society. Go check out their website. They got a lot of love and basketball products. And I did it because I want to support black women and black entrepreneurs. And I love the movie because the movie was just so freaking real. Like it's like the truth. It's like it told no lies in the game, in the game and what it's like to be a female basketball player. You got it across your stomach. That movie's a classic. It's a rite of passage for everyone who loves, plays, and watches sports. Absolutely. And the sacrifices of women aspiring for pro ball before who existed was rough. Yeah, Tony, I had to go. I was one where it kept going up and down. We had a league, then we didn't have a league. I went to a game with San Francisco Pioneers when I was 14 in San Francisco. But coming out, it was like, I'll have to go overseas. And my coach was like, okay, because she played overseas. She was like, you want me to make a phone call? And Obviously, the rest is history. I didn't. He had no problem in high school. Well, I heard, if you're talking about James, I heard some of his high school people said they're not surprised that that happened. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. My battery is dying over here. I might go watch the rest of this basketball. But man, I'm so excited for tomorrow, man. You guys hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. If I come back up, I ain't trying to come up here and not have no conversation. Like we gotta watch this because it's supposed to, I want to see this is supposed to be a movie. So what we doing? UConn plays Marquette, South Carolina plays LSU, Texas Tech plays Oklahoma State, and Princeton plays Cornell. Those are the top 25 teams tomorrow. I'm sure there's more games, but I'm only looking at on the schedule for ESPN. And then it's gonna be a big letdown. Let's see, Sunday. No, actually Sunday looks kind of good. Ohio State, Maryland. We gotta watch that, Jay. Ole Miss, Kentucky, Indiana, UCLA, Texas, Tennessee. Poor Texas. Texas got to play Tennessee. Oh my God. We're gonna see what Texas is made of, y'all. Oh my God, Texas. Oh boy, Florida State and Louisville. That should be good. No, not Florida State. I thought it was Florida. Louisville's number 9. Number 5, Vanderbilt plays Georgia. Vanderbilt better be ready. Because Georgia is one of them ones that Nation Alliance is talking about at any given time. Mark my words. I gotta take her out. Baylor, USF, Michigan State, Michigan. I want to see that. Oklahoma, Alabama, number 23 against number 10. West Virginia, TCU. Okay, gotta take her out. Oregon and Washington. Okay, I gotta take this pup out, guys. All right. Thank you for checking in with me. Gotta take her out. And I'll catch you on the rebound tomorrow. Peace, y'all. Hit that like on the way out. Hit that subscribe.